Narrated Ibn Jurayj from Nafi. Abdullah bin Umar said, once Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, was busy at the time of the Isha, so the prayer was delayed so much so that we slept and woke up and slept and woke up again. The Prophet, peace be upon him, came out and said, none amongst the dwellers of the earth but you have been waiting for the prayer. Ibn Umar did not find any harm in praying it earlier or in delaying it unless he was afraid that sleep might overwhelm him and he might miss the prayer, and sometimes he used to sleep before the Isha prayer. Ibn Jurayj said, I said to Atta, I heard Ibn Abbas saying, once Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, delayed the Isha prayer to such an extent that the people slept and got up and slept again and got up again. Then Umar bin al-Khattab stood up and reminded the Prophet, peace be upon him, of the prayer. Atta said, Ibn Abbas said, the Prophet came out as if I was looking at him at this time, and water was trickling from his head and he was putting his hand on his head and then said, hadn't I thought it hard for my followers, I would have ordered them to pray Isha prayer at this time. I asked Atta for further information, how the Prophet had kept his hand on his head as he was told by Ibn Abbas. Atta separated his fingers slightly and put their tips on the side of the head, brought the fingers downwards approximating them till the thumb touched the lobe of the ear at the side of the temple and the beard on the face. He neither slowed nor hurried in this action, but he acted like that. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, hadn't I thought it hard for my followers, I would have ordered them to pray at this time. Narrated Anas. The Prophet, peace be upon him, delayed the Isha prayer till midnight, and then he offered the prayer and said, the people prayed and slept, but you have been in prayer as long as you have been waiting for it, the prayer. Anas added, as if I am looking now at the glitter of the ring of the Prophet, peace be upon him, on that night. Narrated Jarir bin Abdullah. We were with the Prophet, peace be upon him, on a full moon night. He looked at the moon and said, you will certainly see your Lord as you see this moon, and there will be no trouble in seeing him. So if you can avoid missing through sleep, business, etc., a prayer before the rising of the sun far and before its setting asr, you must do so. He, the Prophet, peace be upon him, then recited the following verse, and celebrate the praises of your Lord before the rising of the sun and before its setting. Narrated Abu Bakr bin Abi Musa. My father said, Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, whoever prays the two cool prayers, asr and far, will go to paradise. Narrated Anas. Sa'id bin Thabit said, we took the meal taken before dawn while fasting is observed, with the Prophet, peace be upon him, and then stood up for the morning prayer. I asked him how long the interval between the two, shur and prayer, was. He replied, the interval between the two was just sufficient to recite 50 to 6th ayat.